Alrighty, we good? I certainly hope so. Sorry about that, friends. We're live now, I think. If you got a double notification there, my bad. Yeah, I screwed up. I'm trying something new here with the board because when we play our tune from our new pals in Familiar Things, thank you very much for the song, by the way, for the permission. They didn't give me the song, but we're going to try to play it for you on the live stream. And so I had to kind of finagle with the board and I screwed up the first time. So this also maybe the last time I'm on YouTube because they may kick me off for playing music. I don't know. Now I've looked into it. I think I'm okay. But if not, then thanks for coming. So there you go. So that's what we're doing. That's part of what we're doing here today. Why it may sound a little different, aka worse than normal, I have no idea. I don't know anything. I don't know how anything works. Yeah, you can pull that out and use it as a soundbite. I don't give a shit. Uh, there you go. We got a lot to do today. We got a pat peeve about wasting my damn time, man. So we'll talk about that. Sorry for yelling, but I'm angry already. We got a couple of movies. I will tell you about things that happened in the sports world. And we have a question this week about hanging out with your coworkers. So, if you're into that sort of thing, well, I'll hold off on my thoughts until we get there. But the first thing that I need, well, the first bunch of things that I need to tell you about as I adjust my headphones here. I had a busy goddamn weekend, you guys. Did you really have to say it that way? Yeah, no, but it's all right. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff, man. I didn't mention it last week. I should have. Nasally, gross. I should have because I was excited about it. Ornament premiere was last week, and I love it. If you know anything about me, if you've met me in the last, I don't know, 8 years or so, then you know this. If you don't, I'll let you know. I love Christmas ornaments. Love them, love them, love them. Worked at a store that sold them. Got a big discount. And yes, the premiere is in July. And then the debut, the second big event, is in October. So Mom and I get up and we go. We meet up at the mall, go back to my old stomping grounds and say, hey, give me some ornaments. They don't give them to me. I have to pay for them still. But you get the idea. I go in and I see people I worked with, and then I see some regulars who buy in their ornaments still. And I remember who they are, actually. We see the same, 7 or 8 people every year, which is nice. And then I know, Ice Cream Man. I don't know if you can hear that, by the way. There's a lot going on outside. There is some kind of a fashion show on my block right now. I have no idea what it's for, nor do I care, really. But they're shooting off fireworks, I think, or they were a couple minutes ago. So you may hear that. You might just hear the sounds of town here. And I don't know. I don't have a real studio, so deal with it. So that's another thing might make this show sound worse. Is the quality is going to be worse, and you may hear a lot of sounds in my neighborhood. None of which are I hope they're not offensive, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, or I'll just leave it. Or the worst thing that I'll do is re-record it tomorrow, but I don't want to do that. So there you go. So anyway, ornament premiere. This is why I don't do live shows anymore, friends. This is exactly, although I do have a plan. Now, I don't want to spoil that. So I will leave that out there in the universe and let you speculate on what I was thinking about. So we see the same 7 or 8 people. It's nice. And I remember a lot of my regulars. So they're like, oh, yeah. And they always make the same joke. Like, oh, can you help me find this one? Oh, I guess not. You don't work here anymore. Brr. And I'm not mad about it. No, I haven't worked there in 5 years. So yeah, I get the joke every July. But yeah, it's a good time. I realized, usually what I do is I go through the book there, the catalog, and we mark down the ones that we want. And this year we didn't have a ton that we wanted, but I had, 4 or 5, I think. And I didn't look when they come out because some of them are due July, some of them come out in October. And I didn't look at the dates for the ones that I wanted. So I went and got one. I'm like, where the hell are the other ones? So I borrowed a book at the store, and I was like, hey, what's going on? So the rest of mine are October, so I'll have a better story then, I think. No, but the July one is more fun. It's a kind of a bigger deal, which is weird because it's not closer to Christmas like the October one is. You would think that would be the one, but I don't know, man. For whatever reason, the July event is usually a bigger deal. I guess that's why it's the premiere, and then they debut some newer ones. So there you go. They're out now. Ornaments are up there. Good luck. If you're looking for one, let me know if I can help because I still got some people on the inside. I'll see what I can do. All right. All right. Everywhere at the Melting Pat, let me know. Yeah. So that was Saturday. And then, no, that was not the end of Saturday. So I went and hung out with my nephews and niece. And yeah, my brother was in town. We had an invasion. So I went and hung out with them for a little while on Saturday. That's mean. I shouldn't say that. Uh, and it's always fun to hang out with them. I don't get to see them that often, but yeah, you know what I mean. Family time is always fun. More on that in a second. Also on Saturday, elsewhere, I should say, I went to a birthday party for a friend's son who turned 7. And I don't mention names, as you know, but happy birthday, dude. It was a bowling party, and it's really actually awesome because Jill and I have been talking about bowling for years that we want to do it. We actually tried to do it around her birthday in March, and we tried to reserve a lane, and like 4 bowling alleys in the area wouldn't let us do that. I don't know why we couldn't reserve a lane as the fire trucks go by. They're mad about this too. I understand, man. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't let us do it, but they were, I don't know. It was very strange that they didn't do that. So we got to go and bowl, and it was fun, and I'm terrible. But it's weird. I enjoy a lot of things that I'm not good at all, like doing the show. Oh, that was an easy one. No, like I love baseball, suck at it. Wiffle ball, suck at it. Basketball, well, wiffle ball and baseball, not really the same, but in the same family, whatever. Basketball, terrible at it. Video games, terrible at most of them. Yeah, brutal stuff. I don't know if you know that about me, but yeah, I'm awful at a lot of things that some people are good at. So there you go. Like being coherent and speaking in complete sentences without, yeah, you know what I mean. I already made that joke, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed myself, and I would like to go bowling once again. The other thing that we're talking about doing, as an aside, is going to the shooting range because that's real American. No, it's something we've never done before, and we've always not always, but we have. It's been on our lists for each of our lists of things we'd like to do. It's been on there for a bit, so we're trying to work that out. And something else, I forget what the other thing is, but that's the thing. There's the aside. And then on Sunday, we did see wrestling. That was later. We're not going to talk about that. Don't you worry, Mom. We won't talk about the wrestling twice in a row. Went to Legoland at the Plymouth Meeting Mall, Lego Discovery Land, whatever the hell it was called. And if you enjoy Legos, if you have a small child, not even a small child, let me take that part out. I can't take it out. It's already out there. If you enjoy Legos, you will probably enjoy this fun place where you can go and you can build things, and you can see a 4D movie about Lego ninjas. And the coolest part for me was the cityscapes. I guess that's the best way to describe them. They have at Legoland in the middle of the display floor, I guess you could call it. I don't know what things are called or how to speak them. Apparently, they have a bunch of Philadelphia landmarks: Pat's and Gino's, Franklin Institute, City Hall, Love Park. There's a little subway thing underneath. There are a bunch of other things that Jill took 900 pictures. I shouldn't out her Instagram on here. No, screw it. Jill Srook on Instagram. It's already up here on the thing. So follow Jill on Instagram to see her photos. Jill Sroka on Instagram. There you go. I outed her twice. I hope she's not out there. I'll probably throw a coin there. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. We built things. We saw the cityscapes of things. We saw a nice 4D movie. We rode a little train thing. You had to shoot things with a magic wand. It was fun. There was a lot of stuff to see, and really just the time that it took to build all that stuff. I mean, I don't know how much those people got paid to do that, but I guarantee it was not enough. If it's what I'm thinking, not enough to build that stuff, because it was awesome. It was. I am literally out of breath from that. Yes, that is how. I don't know why I made that noise, but that Mario noise. But there it was. So I enjoyed Legoland a hell of a lot. Thank you, Mom, for setting that up, and whoever set it up. Mom did it. Yeah. So thanks, Mom. Yeah. High five to Mom. Sorry, listener people in the live world. That was loud as hell. Yeah, man. Busy ass weekend. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. That said, I am not doing anything this coming weekend or the next one. I am done. I thought I said after I went to these weddings in June that I'm not doing any more things for the rest of the year on the weekends. There went that plan. No, I think I'm actually good until like October. So that's exciting. It's really exciting when I don't have to do things. because I've been busy, man. Having a lot going on. It's been a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, but God damn, sometimes you just want to veg out and catch up on your Netflix shows, man. That's what I want to do this weekend. That's you know what? Screw it. I'm doing that this weekend. Let me know what you're watching. Let me know. I don't need suggestions. I just want to know what you're doing. Uh, so there you go. Speaking of those weddings, I didn't want to do this when I was first coming back, congratulating on the weddings and saying how fun they were because they were fun. I'm not saying they weren't fun. It's not what I'm saying, man. What I have to talk about though is the length of the wedding ceremonies, man, or overall, not even just these two, but overall. Listen, maybe I'm thinking this because my wedding was like 12 minutes tops. The ceremony was like 12 to 15 minutes at most. And that might be pushing it. Somebody go back and check the tape. There's no tape. I don't care. No, I specifically didn't want a tape. We didn't want that at all. Should you say we? Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? So maybe that's why I think this way. Or maybe it's because the wedding ceremony is not why people go to weddings. At least, well, now I should. No, I'm going to generalize. Fuck it. I am generalizing here. If your wedding ceremony is more than an hour, I don't know, dude, go fuck yourself. Like, why? Why? Not that I don't enjoy going to the thing. No, I can't backtrack. Your wedding ceremony should not be more than an hour. Really, it shouldn't be more than 30 minutes, if we're being honest, right? Because why are we doing all this stuff, man? Why? What are you doing? Oh, they're going to like do this candle and do this. I'm not going to call out specific things because that'd be rude of me. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to crap on all weddings. Hashtag not all weddings or whatever you're supposed to do there. I don't. I guess I'm just mad that I had to sit there in those weddings and be like, why am I doing this? Why are we doing all these readings? Why are we doing all this extra stuff when all you need to know is, hey, we're all here together, dressed up all nice. It's going to be awesome. Do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. They don't do that. Does anybody have an objection? See, I can't even say it, so that's good they don't do it anymore. Yeah, I haven't heard that in years. So they don't even have to do that. And then, by the power vested in me, by the state of where the hell I am, you're married. Go do the thing. And that's the wedding, man. That is the thing. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. Why all these weddings are so long. Yeah, both the weddings I went to were more than an hour. Actually, now that I think about it, the first wedding I went to this year was probably more than an hour, but I didn't really notice because I was in the wedding, so I couldn't look at Jill and go, "Oh my God, what are we doing here?" Because I was up front and I had to, look like I wanted to be there. I did. I shouldn't say that. Oh, damn it, he's gonna hear this too. Sorry, buddy. I love you. You know that. All of you all know that. I just when you get married, folks. And I don't know if I'm going to be at any other weddings after this, but when you get married, people, just move it along, man. Like Major League Baseball, move that shit along. God, we're trying to get to the party and getting to talk to you and getting to congratulate you and dance with you and get you a drink or something. I don't know, man. Just move it along. All right. You don't need all this fancy stuff. Do you? Bing, bang, boom. Get out of here. Go do it. All right. There you go. That's the best way to end a pat peeve, I think, is just telling you to go do it. That's really the best way I can end that and come out of being mad. All right, we got a song, but no, we're not yet. We have a couple of things to do first. Yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves, man, because I want to see if this works. I really hope it does. If it doesn't, then this is a disaster, in which case, my bad, and wait till Saturday. So we have two movies coming out to tell you about. Equalizer 2, Denzel Washington returns to one of his signature roles in the first sequel of his career. I have not looked that up. I saw this is from Rotten Tomatoes, by the way. I have not looked into that, but I find that like amazing. I guess it is kind of hard to believe for me that this is his first sequel and he's been around for a long time. I don't know. I guess that's weird to me that it just so happens his movies, or maybe he's got it written into his contract or whatever at this point, like no sequels unless it's a real good one, man, or what. That's not what he sounds like, but I don't know. I thought that was weird. So he he serves an unflinching justice for the exploited and oppressed, but how far will he go when that is someone he loves? Or alternatively, how far will he go when it's someone he loves? I don't know. You decide which one is better, and then, I don't know. Well, you have to deal with both. I'm not taking them out. It's not how this works, man. I'm not doing it. The whole reason we do this live so I don't have to edit so much, but this one is going to be a mess. So so there you go. The other one, I am not afraid to admit that I loved. It's another sequel, actually, that I loved the first one. I'm not afraid to say that, so I'm going to have fun with this one. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Yeah. I don't need to tell you much about that. Meryl Streep is there. Pierce Brosnan is there. Amanda Seyfried is there. All the people are there with the stuff and the singing and the looking great and the flashbacks and the fun. And Cher is there. So that's all you need to know. Like I said, I loved the first one, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I had a lot of fun. So, yeah, looking forward to that one. Will I see that in theaters? I don't think so. I hate going to the movies. We've talked about this. I hate it. There are like 8 movies that I wanted to see, but I don't like going to theaters, so I didn't. So I got to find them somewhere else. I don't know. The video games this week were not a lot of new ones. They were they were all like ports of older games or re-releases, remasters on the new consoles. So I don't like to talk about those. I don't care. If you're a hardcore, big-time gamer guy or girl, then you know about them and you're excited. So there you go. I will tell you that I'm currently downloading Uncharted 3. 23 minutes left, it says. So 75%. It should be done by the time I'm done this show. It should be. You never know. Still on the second one, but I got them in a bundle, so I might as well download it. So it's ready to go. When I'm done the second one, I can roll right to number 3 and wonder why I'm doing it. No, it should be a good time. I don't know. I haven't read anything about it, so I'm just going to go in blind and excited because the first 2 have been fun so far. Right? There you go. Also, yesterday, I decided to sit down after work and instead of preparing for the show like I had planned right away, so I stayed up late because I'm an idiot, but I decided to play a nice, relaxing game of Mortal Kombat 2, and it went just as well as you think it did. And if you don't get that, I am terrible at those games. Like I said, I like playing a lot of things, doing a lot of things that I'm not good at, so that happens sometimes, folks. It just happens. The real world is not pretty, and apparently me playing video games is not pretty either, but I couldn't resist. I hadn't played in a while, and I wanted to see if I don't know, was going to be any good, and I was not. So there you go. Am I doing anything else? I haven't played anything else this week, have I? No, I have not. I don't even know what I've been doing this week. See, my work schedule changed, and I've been all out of sorts for a little while, but we're getting back to that. Well, actually, to a better one on Wednesday. So I may talk about that on the show. I don't know. It seems kind of weird to talk about it on the show, so I might leave it. But just know that I may sound more refreshed on next week's show or not. I have no idea what's going on. So there you go. Okay, we're going to try something new. And again, I hope this does not get me kicked off YouTube. I looked into it. I think I'm good. I have all the permissions as far as I can tell. If not, then this will get shut down and I will go back to just doing the podcast. So just recording on my own. So I'm going to try to play the song for you right here on the stream. If it's too loud, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to fix it because I can't hear it really. I can't hear how it sounds to you other if I mess with things. So I'm just going to try this and hope that it works out and hope that I remember to turn off my microphone so I can take a drink and hack up this along during the song. So this is a new one from our new friends, Familiar Things, fellow Philadelphians. Their latest release is called Fade Into the Scenery. It is available now at familiarthings.bandcamp.com. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram at Familiar Things Music and on Twitter at familiar_things. There you go. It's going to sound weird to the live folks because I'll edit it later, but we're going to try this. I hope this works. If it doesn't, then I don't know what to do. But here is, again, Familiar Things. The song is called Tourniquet. If they cross your fingers here inside the Melting Pat on Next Level Radio. Enjoy.
The ground you found me. I just can't get my footing right anymore. Please take me away from all the things I unsuccessfully tried to ignore. I say we go, what say you, what say you? What can I do to convince you to help me out? Come with me, I really use the company. Don't make me go back. Following apathetic shell with pieces out, I doubted I'd make it through. But then I saw you shivering and broken, needing me as much as I needed you. I took a breath, grit my teeth, not knowing what you'd say or what you'd think of me. You stopped me and you said, I say we go, what say you, what say you? What can I do to convince you to help me out? Come with me, I really use the company. Don't make me go back. In my turn, I can't cut me off from the world. In my turn, I can't cut me off from the world. In my turn, I can't cut me off from the world. In my turn, I can't cut me off, cut me off.
All right, there you have it. I hope that worked. I have no idea. The Melting Pat, Next Level Radio, Familiar Things, the song called Tourniquet. Again, Fade Into the Scenery, available now at on Bandcamp. So go do the thing. Thank you so much, guys, for the tune. Hope to play more going forward. As always, yeah, we didn't get kicked off in that time, so I don't know if that is going to work or not with the YouTube folks, but we will find out. And there go the fireworks. Of course, right when they couldn't do this during the song. Really, I'm not going to yell about it. Then the pigs are frightened and God damn it. I don't know if you can even hear those, but I can, and it's really bothering me. So there you go. That's what I got to say about that, man. Whoa, man. All right, back to the show. Let's do the thing. This really is like my live radio days, complaining about everything going on around me that no one can hear but me. So there you go. Familiarthings.bandcamp.com. Go get them and do the thing. Okay, so I almost didn't do a question this week because I thought the show was going to be different. We were going to do a thing, and now I won't worry about it because it still might happen. So I don't want to spoil it and then have it not happen and get you all upset or get your hopes up or anything. So, Pat, why are you still talking about it then? I don't know. I'm stalling. That's what I do. So the question for this week, it did happen. It's a thing, and inspired by my brother Dan, who said, hey, man, this is weird. He doesn't talk like that. Why do I do that for why does everyone have that same voice? I don't know. not everyone I know sounds like, I don't know anybody who sounds like that, really. But we were talking about this the other day, and we both decided, we agreed that it's really weird. But my thoughts will come later. I will go to yours first. Well, no, first the question: how do you feel about hanging out with your colleagues outside of work? That is a question that I posed to all y'all, to use guyses. And, I was kind of surprised by the answers in a way. Maybe because now I'll do that in a minute. So, our fearless leader, Ben Beck, says, I've been in the Phillies game with a coworker this one time. And, Ben, I know what you're doing here. And I'm going to say, I'll give you a point for it because it's a pretty good one, but it doesn't count, man. I'm going to tell you why. Two reasons why that's not. Ben and I went to the Phillies game earlier this year. That's the joke. We do not work in the same place, and that was the first time we'd met in person. So I'm going to strike that from the record. But thank you, sir, for weighing in. So there you go. Yeah, it doesn't really count, man. Nah. From the website, we got one. I am genuine friends with a couple of coworkers. Some are just work friends. I have a small, select few that I will hang out with outside of work. I don't get it. I mean, I'm friends. No. We're going to get through these, and then I'll share my thoughts. I'm not going to rip you one by one. I'm not going to rip anybody. I'm not going to do that. That's not me, man. No, that ain't me. Let's see. Another one. Only hung out with coworkers after work when we weren't coworkers. God damn it. When we weren't coworkers anymore. Only former coworkers I stayed in contact with were from when I was an intern. Oh, that was a tough. I don't know how to read. Never made a rule. Just never made it a rule. Just never met anyone I wanted to hang out with until then. So there you go. That makes some sense, I guess. And our buddy Lockjaw, finally, to wrap this one, says, all my friends in town are work colleagues. Do you have other colleagues that aren't work colleagues? Anyway, but there are other work colleagues. There it is again. There are other colleagues whom it would be hellish to spend time with outside of work. So, like anything, it all depends. Thank you for the use of the word hellish. That's awesome. So I would not want to hang out with anyone I work with. And that's not to say that I don't like them, because I have people at work who I talk to. One of them has been on this show, and that was fun. Does that count, though? We're not in person hanging out. So I don't know. Damn it. I just torpedoed my own argument. Oh, fuck. Damn it. All right. Forget I said that. I am friends with people at work. I am friendly and buddies with people at work, but they're work buddies, right? So actually, one of them explained it to me like this, like how good of friends are we? Like, oh, well, you wouldn't get invited to the birthday party, but, we hang out, we talk at work every day or every other day or whatever. And we are nice to each other in the office. Outside of the office, we don't really go out for drinks or whatever. I mean, that's it. And really, in my case, like, my social anxiety won't let me do that. Like, I can't. Like, people go, oh, man, let's go out, let's get some drinks. I'm like, no, that's not, no. That is a terrible idea for me to do. Like, I don't know. I can't even, the pigs can't even handle that right now. I don't even know how to explain it. And like it's something you won't get unless, no, that makes me sound like a dick. Yeah, I am extremely awkward around other people. I am awkward even in my living room by myself trying to talk to you. Imagine this in person. Imagine me sitting here in person trying to do this, right? And then, add in other people, and it's just a whole mess of weird things, right? It's weird. I spend all day with you at the office. I don't want, no offense to some of you, I don't want to spend time with you after that. Like, I don't want to sit there and be like, yeah, let's talk about stuff. We literally just talked to each other for 8 hours. No, we're not doing that. I mean, kudos to you if you can do that. If you can make friends and hang out with them on a regular basis and work together, go get them. Good for you. I physically cannot do that. Like, my brain won't let me enjoy that part of things. Like, I cannot. It's too... Maybe this is a deeper conversation that I need to have with someone else who I'm probably going to have to pay. But I figured I'd work it out on you first and then, try that later. Yeah, like if you are able to do this and enjoy yourself with your colleagues, other places, good for you. I think it's very strange because I just spent 8 hours with you And now you want me to go out and hang out with you and talk to you more after talking to you for 8 hours. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's weird. All right. I don't know. I'm reminded of the Seinfeld thing when they try to get another friend, like, oh, you're great, but I already have 3 friends. Like that's kind of what this feels like to me, a little bit. And I don't get it. Like in Office Space, they went out to wherever, Tchotchkes. They went to lunch, then they're out at Peter's place and they're hanging out and like, yeah, that's weird, man. Like, well, they were, conspiring to take down their company. That's different. So they had a plan, man. That wasn't just like a random. I don't know where I'm going with this. If you can hang out with your colleagues after work and not be weird about it, God bless you. Good for you. More power to you. I physically cannot. I can't do it. It's weird. I think it's really weird. There you go. So you can always weigh in, the Melting Pat, everywhere on social media and themeltingpat.com. If you want to answer the question or call me a moron, you can do that. Or if you have somebody I could talk to, that would be nice too. So there you go. Okay. As usual, if you don't like sports, this is the time where I bid you farewell, say goodbye, sayonara, see you later. Thanks for coming, because that's what we're doing. I don't have a theme for this. I really should have, but let's do this one first because I don't have a lot to say about it. Kawhi Leonard has been traded to the Toronto Raptors from the San Antonio Spurs. In exchange, the Raptors sent a player who I guess was really good, but I don't know who he is because I'm a casual NBA fan at best. So the whole thing with Kawhi Leonard was, oh, where's he going to go? What's he going to do? He was injured last year, and then he was cleared to play, and then he didn't want to play, or they didn't want him to play. I don't know how it all worked out, but then he wanted to be traded by the Spurs. So like, all right, we'll shop you around. Sixers were in on it. They almost made a deal, and then I think it was like contingent on LeBron or something. I don't know what the deal was, but it didn't happen because now he went to the Raptors. So I read it an hour before I read that he was traded to Toronto. I read a report that says he had, quote, no desire to play in Toronto. And then legit an hour later, he's been traded to the Raptors. And then like 10 minutes after that, a report came out, or maybe it's the next day, a report came out that said he may sit out the entire year for the Raptors. And all right, part of me wants to say, hey, quit being a bitch and play. The other part of me says, well, if you're still injured, you can use that. But you spent a lot of time complaining in San Antonio that you weren't injured and you wanted to play, unless that's something I'm just imagining. What the hell do I know? But yeah, I don't know. Like, he's a free agent, right? So obviously he doesn't want to play there now before he's even played there. So he's not re-signing, right? That's not happening. Just not going to happen. He's going to go to LA like he's always wanted, right? He's going to try to go to LA like he's always wanted. And I don't know. It's been a whole weird situation, but it was really funny that I was like, oh, he's been traded. Or no, like, oh, he doesn't want to play in Toronto. And then he went to Toronto. I don't know. Oh, man. So that is brutal. I think he's a good player, but I don't know about this. It's going to be a little weird if he does play. If he doesn't, then that's worse. So, or better if you want to stay healthy. I don't know. But Kawhi Leonard is on the Raptors, and they are, I guess, I don't know if they're a lot better now because they traded away that apparently really good player. So there you go. NBA fans who were out there are like, dude, you don't know about this guy. I don't even know his name. That's how little I know about the NBA. I don't even know this other guy's name. So there you go. There's your NBA news from the Melting Pat. That's all. That's all I got for you. And in Major League Baseball, oh, what a week we had. The Home Run Derby on Monday. Very exciting. I love it. The timed format is my favorite thing about it because back in the day, you would get 10 outs and then 7 and 5 or whatever it was. And God damn it, it took forever. Like, because 10 outs for one guy could be like 7 minutes. 10 outs for another guy could be like an hour or whatever. You know what I mean? It took forever. So now you get 4 minutes. You get a timeout. You get some bonus time if you hit really long home runs. And then that's it. It moves along fast, and it's really fun. I love the Home Run Derby. It's awesome, and this year was no different. There weren't the big names, as it were. There was no Aaron Judge, no Giancarlo Stanton, no Mike Trout, but it was fun. We got to see guys who we wouldn't normally get to see on a national stage, and it was a lot of fun. Rhys Hoskins had a good showing. Max Muncy had a good showing. Jesus Aguilar. Didn't really do well with the clock part of it, but when he hit them, they went out, man. Bryce Harper won. Kyle Schwarber had a great showing. Bryce Harper won in front of his hometown crowd. So, I mean, that's awesome, right? That was a lot of fun. His dad pitched to him. It's a great story, and they did it. And then the All Star game on Tuesday was also a lot of fun. If you remember, that was my concern because the game last year was super boring. This game was super fun. Most home runs ever, 10 in an All Star game, and it was a good time. I will say, though, somebody was talking to me about this the other day that all the interleague play that happens throughout the year now may hurt the All Star game because you're like, oh, let's get this matchup between this guy Scherzer and Trout or whatever. But like if they play each other during the year already, then we already potentially had that. So it's kind of like, oh, that's the thing that the All Star game would do, and I don't know. Do we get rid of interleague play? Is that the thing? Is that what we should do? I don't know I don't know how to fix it, but we need a pitch clock, that's for sure. And yeah, we talked about that already. We won't go down that road again. Also, the Celebrity and Legends softball game was a lot of fun as always. We love that, man. We love that shit. It's so fun. Every year we watch it. It's just dumb and fun and a good time. Shaq was there. He had a massive glove. It was great. So yeah, All-Star Week, man. It is good. It is fun, and we are back to business. Actually, right now, the Cardinals and the Cubs are playing, and then tomorrow, yesterday, if you're, you know what I mean. We're back to business in baseball this week, and that means I got to get back on to watching some home teams. I think I'm at 15, so I'm halfway through, and I'm excited to do the thing. All right, okay. So the big baseball. I don't know why I did two of those, but the big baseball news that came out the other day. It is official. Manny Machado has been traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers for 5 people I've never heard of. So there you go. You knew he was going to be gone. The Orioles probably should have traded him earlier to get more. I don't know. That doesn't matter. He's been traded. He wanted out, or maybe he didn't want out, but he wasn't going to re-sign. So you might as well get something for him. And they did. I don't know who they are, but they got something. They could turn out to be really good, or it could be nothing. And whatever. But he has been traded to the Dodgers. Does this make them the team to beat in the National League? Probably. I don't know. I really don't know if it does or not. He is a very good player, as I've said before. So, yeah, he certainly helps. The Phillies were so close to getting him. That would have been awesome. But now you turn around, you focus on the rest of this year, and then in the offseason, you throw a bunch of money at him and see what happens. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's fun. Well, not fun if you're, a Diamondbacks fan or whatever, but I think he's going to fit in well there. And who knows, he may re-sign after the season. I have no idea what his plans are, but as far as I know, he wants to hit the open market and make like $400 million. So there you go. We'll see what happens with that. Also, I read this morning. The commissioner, this is per Sports Illustrated, has said there's a list of real cities that are being looked at and being evaluated for expansion. He wants to do 32 teams. And hang on, do I have it written down? I'm going to do something that I don't ever do on this show. I'm going to look something up because, I want to get this one right. So he wants to go to 32 teams. He's been saying it for a couple years now, and the cities. But this is the first time that it's come from the commissioner that there are actual cities they're looking at for expansion. So in the U.S., let me read the whole quote, actually. Portland, Las Vegas, Charlotte, Nashville in the United States, certainly Montreal, maybe Vancouver in Canada, Manfred said. We think there's places in Mexico we could go over the long haul. So again, that's per Sports Illustrated. He said it on some show. I didn't write that part down, but there you go. I've heard fans, sorry for that weird noise, but I've heard fans say Charlotte would be good. I like that one. There are good cities on that list, so we'll see. I was talking to a buddy at work today, and he was flabbergasted, borderline offended, I might say, or not, that Montreal was on the list. He's like, that was a ghost town when they were there the first time, or there years ago, maybe not the first. You know what I mean? So he was flabbergasted that that they were on the short list, but he was excited about Portland. So there you go. That's Portland, Oregon. I'm guessing not Portland, Maine. So that would be fun for me, getting a Maine team up there. right? Right, cousin Kathy? That would be fun. I don't know if she's made it this far. Uh, so that could be a lot of fun. Canada teams, of course, they do whatever. I would like to see another team in Montreal. The plus side is that they have a stadium that is ready to be used by teams. Like they play exhibitions there, right? Before the season. So they are it's already there. That's a plus for Montreal, is that they don't have to build a new stadium or remodel, renovate, whatever. It's already there. So who knows, man? Whoa, man, I have no idea what they're gonna do, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Like I said, there are some good cities on that list. Vegas really took to the Golden Knights, so we'll see if they take to baseball. I have no idea what they're going to do. I didn't think they were going to do that with the Golden Knights, but they did, and they loved it. So we'll see what happens. Nashville, Charlotte, they've been not rumored, but they've been talked about for a while. So again, really good cities on there, and then we'll see what happens if they go to Mexico. That could be a lot of fun, or like everything, could be a lot of fun, or it could be a goddamn disaster. Right? Right. Oh, man. Good stuff. There we go. We did it, man. Whoa, man. Do I have anything else to tell you before we end this mess of a live stream? I have no idea. But, yeah, we'll end it there. We'll do the legal stuff on the official podcast there. So I don't want to mess with you anymore. You can skip ahead or turn it off or whatever. Thanks for coming. If you were here, I'm so sorry for your ears, and I hope the song worked out. And if this was my last time on YouTube, because copyrights or the big wigs or whatever, it's been fun. So there you go. So more podcast stuff in 10 seconds or so. And that's it for the stream. Thanks for coming, friends. Don't be a dope. All right.